This is Romit Koshti. I'm my friend Sharvil. So guys, today's video is about ICSE Class 4 chapter Literature, English Literature, Saving the Sparrow. So let's start. First of all, we will see the characters. So as you can see, this little boy is Hiralal. Then this is the supervisor, the man in coat. Then these are two parents, which are Hiralal's parents. And who is this guy in red t-shirt and who has a hammer in his hand? So guys, this is the maintenance man Ram Bharose. So let's start the story. Hiralal looked at the power line that ran across his village. His father had once told him that the line brought electricity to their homes. Quite often, Hiralal thought about the following power line to see where it went. He imagined the places he would see and the people he would meet. Most evenings, sparrows came to rest on the power line. They looked beautiful, sitting like little glass beads on a necklace. Seeing the birds, he wished he were one of them, so he could fly to strange lands. Then comes the real story. One morning, as Hiralal was cycling to school, he heard the loud twittering of the sparrows. Something was not right. He looked up to see that one of the sparrows was caught in the power line. It was hanging there, head down, desperately flapping its wings. But he did not know how he could help. So Hiralal rode off to school. He hoped someone would save the sparrow. When Hiralal came back, he saw that the sparrow was still trapped. Its wings were spread, but they were not moving. Hiralal began to worry. What if it died? Hiralal noticed that the other sparrows were flying around the trapped bird. They were trying to help it. Hiralal ran quickly into the house. Ma, help me. Pa, come quickly, come quickly. His parents rushed to his side. What happened? Tell us, they said. He told about the sparrow. He pleaded with them to find a way to save it. But his father said, the power line is very high. How are we going to reach it? His mother screamed. It's too dangerous and I will not allow either of you to go near the wire. Hiralal was sobbing. His parents tried to comfort him. Nature has a way of protecting its own, said his father. There seemed to be little they could do. Hiralal knew that the bird would not live much longer. The thought did not allow him to rest, but slowly he thought of a plan. If only the power could be just turned off just for a minute. Soon after, Hiralal cycled quickly to the power station near his village. When Ram Bharose, the maintenance man, saw this 11-year-old boy waving to him, he unlocked the gate and let him in. Hiralal told him about the sparrow. Would Ram Bharose switch off the power for just a little while? Ram Bharose scratched his head. Then he said, let's see, maybe the supervisor can help. When Ram Bharose took him to the supervisor, he took him to a kind old man who was sitting at a desk. Hiralal was tired and frightened. With tears in his eyes, he said, a sparrow is going to die because nobody will save it. Its foot is caught in the power line. If you can switch off the power line, we can take the bird down. Please, you need to listen to me. The kind old man patiently listened to Hiralal. Son, switching off the power is not going to be easy. When the power goes off, all the machines in the factory stop working. Think of the hospitals. What will happen to a patient who is middle of an operation? He stopped and looked into the sad eyes of Hiralal. Then he said, son, tell me your name. Also tell me where you live. He touched the boy's shoulder. I am so proud to have met a young boy with such a large heart. Now go back home. It's turning dark. Hiralal returned home. He felt sad and helpless. Sometime in the middle of night, Hiralal woke up to loud noises. Oi, Hiralal, is this where you live? Hiralal shut off the house. His heart was racing. He saw three men. One of them was Ram Bharose, and the other two men had to come to rescue the sparrow. Oi, Hiralal, hurry and jump into the truck. Show us where the sparrow is, said Ram Bharose. Hiralal got on the truck and searched for the bird. Suddenly he yelled, a little more to the right, a little more. They were not directly under the power line where the sparrow was trapped. The driver got the truck in position and the extension ladder ready. The other man switched on his torch and held it up as Ram Bharose swung up the ladder. The light from the torch picked out the sparrow hanging on the wire. Ram Bharose carefully loosened the bird's claw that was caught in wire. He put the bird in his shirt pocket. The rescue had taken only a few minutes. Soon, Ram Bharose handed the sparrow to Hiralal. The bird lay quietly in his cupped hands. Suddenly, it jumped out of his hands. It spread its wings and began to fly. Hiralal would always remember this magical moment. So guys, this was today. Hope you like it. Make sure to like and subscribe Romit Koshti for all these cool videos.